question if there's an emergency or a strip out. There's a one-on-one. All right. Okay, everyone, please be seated. I got no credibility with you, huh?
I just recognize your voice too much.
I know. I didn't try very hard. All right, good evening, everybody. It's the 8 p.m. calendar. It's February 25th, 2024. The court orders for the taking of fingerprints and DNA they're given on the first calendar of this month should apply to all matters on this calendar. Okay, when I call your name, to stand behind the podium, give me your name, your date of birth. All right, and I'm not going to set forth all your release conditions. They'll be in your paperwork. You can read them and make sure you understand them. All right. If I do set a security appearance bond, you can go to a bondsman. They collect calls. Their names and numbers are on some of the walls in the jail. If you can't find them, you can ask one of the officers to give you that information. In terms of release conditions, even though I'm not going to list them all of you will have as a minimum the terms no drugs without a valid prescription and don't drive without a valid driver's license. By the way, did attorney have a file?
No.
Okay. And there was one interpreter matter, right?
There's two, actually.
Two? Okay.
They're at the bottom. Number 1 and number 12.
And One house call, okay. Cameron Drake. So your name and date of birth, please.
Cameron Drake, April 1st, 1998, Your Honor.
Okay, give me 1 second here. Okay, so you're here on a grand jury indictment charging you with 1 count of interference with a monitoring device, a class 4 felony. And I know at the time you were out on the release, I guess they had the monitor in CR 2023-107-869. And you initialed on that one on February 24th, 2023. And because the grand jury did find probable cause pursuant to Rule 7.2b, you will be held without bond at this time. I'm appointing a lawyer for you. I know you have a lawyer on the other case, but there was a lawyer calling, but I don't know if he or she will be appearing on this case. They have to file what's called a notice of appearance. Okay. You'll have your original arraignment hearing on March 4th, 2025 at 8:30 and and you'll have an evidentiary hearing on March 4th at 1:30 to determine whether bond can be set at that time, and your lawyer can explain to you with that. They are both at the same day, different times, at 175 West Madison Street. All right, can't possess any weapons, of course. All right, step to your left, please. But this time, no bond. Corey Dupree. Good evening, sir. Your name and date of birth, please.
Corey Dupree, 1983.
Okay, sir, you're here on 2 bench warrants in Superior Court. Let's start with the first one, CR 2000-2580, on theft means transportation, class 3 felony, and burglary tools charge, class 6 felony. You already have an attorney on the case. On this case and the other case, you'll be at 201 West Jefferson for a status conference on March 6th at 8:30 in the morning. You cannot initiate contact with any alleged victim, alleged victim or victims. And your judge in this case set bond amount of $200 secured appearance bond. Now in 2024-00027, we had a bench warrant on possession of narcotic drugs, class 4 felony, and possession of prohibited person possessing a weapon, a class 4 felony. And apparently you didn't show up at the trial management conference, and so the state brought a motion to vacate the trial, and the judge issued a warrant and ordered that it be $10,000 cash only. So you'll talk to your lawyer about, see if that bond can be reduced. Okay, once again, that'll be March 6th. Darnell Morrison.
Morrison, Darnell?
Darnell Morrison.
Darnell Morrison? Darnell Morrison, come on, there's no Steve.
All right, good evening, sir. Your name and date of birth, please.
Darnell Jason Morrison.
You can keep your mask on. I just want to make sure I can hear you, okay?
4990.
Darnell Morrison, 4994?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you got 3 different probation violations. As I said, if you want to keep the mask over your head, you can. Okay. And you're all 3, and you have the same court date for all of them in the same place. You're alleged in all 3 to violate terms 3 and 5 in 2022-134-350. You're on probation for possession of prohibited weapon in CR 2024-104-652. You're on probation for possession of dangerous drugs, And then the third one, CR 2023-113217. You're on probation for possession of drug paraphernalia. Okay, so let's go over those terms and the court dates. You'll be at 201 West Jefferson for your revocation arraignment hearing on March 4th at 8:30. If you get out, you need to contact your probation officer within 72 hours of release. You can't possess any weapons. You can't consume or possess any alcohol and no drugs with a valid prescription. In regard to the 1 year on probation for PDP, these were all set by another judge. Bond was set in the amount of $100. In regard to the probation for possession of dangerous drugs, the other judge said bond for you in the amount of $500. In regard to the weapons probation, he said bond for you in the amount of $5,000, all security appearance bonds. Okay, if you add them all up, make sure you contact your probation officer, goes to bond, and show for court. All right, step your up, please, sir. Anthony Amaro. All right, sir, give me your name and your date of birth, please.
Anthony Amara, 7/24/1963.
Okay, sir, it's my understanding you're on probation in Navajo County. I don't know if you have any court dates on that or not.
I'm released totally all off probation from Navajo County.
Oh, you are? Okay, and I gotta change something.
And I
I know, no, the reason I say, because they, of course, it mentioned here, they had warrants issued by you, and then you released for another agency and
I have the
returned.
paperwork too.
Okay, no, it's all right, no problem.
All right, I apologize.
So I'm going to accept that you're on, because I was going to say contact your probation officer within 72 hours. So let me just change this all out, okay? Oh, okay, now. So you've got a warrant out of a Superior Court on possession of dangerous drugs, class 4, possession of narcotic drugs, class 4 felony. Your next court dates will be at 175 West Mass Street at 8:30 in the morning for status conference on March 3rd and witness preliminary hearing on March 6th. You're about to say something, sir?
Yes, I was alarmed from that.
Well, I don't doubt that, but then.
I was in Navajo County when the court date came. I've been locked up since the 17th of January.
Okay, so I'm just curious. Let me look at something here.
I have paperwork.
Hold on 1 second, sir. Let me look at this. You went to Navajo County on January 22nd.
Yes, sir.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me see if I can figure this out. And they issued the warrant on February 3rd.
I tried
Hold on
never.
1 second, sir. There are a few things I gotta look at. You want me to give that consideration?
I apologize.
You have to. Okay, I did my review of the record and et cetera. Sir, let me just. Actually, sir, your court dates will be at 175 West Madison on March 12th at 8:30, and a witness preliminary hearing on March 14th at 8:30. You better make sure you're there.
Yes, sir.
Let me talk, okay? No weapons, no alcohol, all right? I'm going to release you to pretrial services with drug testing. You can get a packet, and if you don't contact them and make sure you're in compliance with them and do the drug testing as required, you'll have another warrant. You'll be back here and there won't be any excuses, all right? So step to your left. Go back
Thank
there.
you.
Skylar Pitts.
Pitts? Yeah. Take off your hood.
Okay, name and date of birth.
Skylar Pitts, 030796.
All right, so you have two matters before me. Both are probation violations. Both you're alleged to have violated terms 3 and 5 in CR 2018-151536. You're on probation for possession of dangerous drugs. CR 2023-106-752. You're on probation for possession of narcotic drugs. I'm appointing a lawyer for you. You'll have the same court date, which will be March 4th at 8:30 at 201 West Jefferson for a probation revocation arraignment. Obviously, no weapons, can't possess or consume any alcohol and no drugs without a valid prescription. And if you get out, you need to contact your probation officer within 72 hours. All right, your judge in regard to the 2018 one set bond amount of $2,500 secured appearance bond. And in regard to the 2023 one, bond was set in the amount of $900 secured appearance bond. So it's a total of $3,400 secured appearance bond. Make sure if you get out, contact your probation officer within 72 hours. All right, step to your left, please. Taylor Clark.
Clark Taylor. Clark Taylor. Clark Taylor.
Or Taylor Clark, I'm sorry. And people stay awake, so people don't want to be sitting here. All right, your name and date of birth, please.
Taylor Clark, 72794.
7/27/94?
Yes, sir.
All right, you got two matters. One is a new case and a probation violation. So let's start with CR 2023-126695. On that one, you're on probation for criminal trespass in the first degree. You're alleged to have violated term number 1, not being a law-abiding citizen. I'm appointing a lawyer for you. You'll have your probation revocation arraignment hearing on March 4th at 8:30 at 201 West Jefferson. I'm appointing a lawyer for you. You're not to possess any weapons, no alcohol, no drugs with a valid prescription. You must contact your probation officer within 72 hours of any release. Bond on that one is set in the amount of $500. Now, in the new case, which is 2025-109-147, you're getting charges of criminal damage, Class 6 felony, shoplifting, Class 1 misdemeanor, and threatening, a Class 1 misdemeanor. Appointing a lawyer for you on that. Now, you may have some similar dates in this and in different places, but you'll talk to your lawyer about that and they'll ultimately be put together. All right, you have a status, both are at 175 West Madison Street at 8:30. Status conference is at March 3rd, and witness preliminary hearing is on March 6th. So you obviously can't be at two places at the same time. They'll probably take you to the new case first, and you'll talk to your lawyer about that so they can just transfer everything to the same place. All right, step to your left, please. Tony Wolf.
My name is Tony Wolf, 8580.
Okay, sir, you have three matters before me. Two are probation matters and one's a new charge. And the two probation ones are CR 2022-104-895-002 and 2025-103-761. On both of them, you're alleged to violate term 1. I think on both of them, you're on probation for possession of drug paraphernalia. Obviously, this will apply to all of them. If you get out, you have to contact your probation officer within 72 hours. You can't possess any weapons. You can't possess or consume any alcohol and no drugs without a valid prescription. But on the probation matters, and once again, you may have a conflict, and so you'll talk to your lawyer about this. 175 West Madison. Strike that. Hold on a second.
I thought I took care of those in the rate.
1 second. Probation violations, the court date will be March 4th at 8:30 at 201 West Jefferson for probation revocation arraignment hearing. Okay, that's for both of them. And it's $250 each. So that's a total of $500. Now you have a new case, theft of means of transportation, a class 3 felony. I'm appointing a lawyer for you. Your next court date will be a status conference on March 3rd at 8:30 at 175 West Madison. At this point, a witness preliminary hearing is set 3 days later on March 6th at 8:30. And same, other than that, the release conditions are the same as in regard to the other one. So your total bond is a $2,000 security appearance bond. So you post that bond, make sure you show up for both your courts and contact your probation officer within 72 hours of release. Step to your left, please. Kiwan Bell.
Hello, Your Honor.
Your name and date of birth, please.
Kewan Bell, 10/26/2001, Your Honor.
Okay, sir. You've got you got an arrest warrant and a probation violation warrant. Let's deal with the probation violation one, which is 2023-12508-7. You're alleged to have violated terms 1 and 8. And your next court date on that is March 4th at 8:30 at 201 West Jefferson. As I've been telling other folks in this situation, same situation, contact your probation officer if you get out within 72 hours of release. No weapons, no possession or consumption of alcohol, and don't possess any drugs without a valid prescription. Bond on that one is $500. By the way, your revocation arraignment hearing is March 4th, 8:30. Now let's deal with, and that's based on an ag DUI. Okay, now, you got an arrest warrant on a 2025-106-557 case. Possession of a weapon by a prohibited person, a class 4 felony, and discharge of a firearm in the city limit, a class 6 felony. And these are alleged to have occurred last September 7th, 2024. Okay. I appoint a lawyer for you on that one also. Ultimately, it'll be one lawyer, but right now it'll be 2, okay? If I didn't tell you the court dates already, it'll be this is a different courthouse, 175 West Madison Street at 8:30 in the morning for a status conference on March 3rd and a witness preliminary hearing on March 6th, both at 8:30. Same release conditions, no weapons, obviously, and to be a security appearance bond of $1,000 on that one. Okay.
You said it will be what? I'm sorry, Your Honor.
What's your
What
question?
was the last part of that?
A security bond of $1,000 on the other charge, and then the ag DUI, it's a $500 bond. So it's a total of $1,500 security appearance bond, and you can go through a bondsman.
Okay.
Okay, step to your left, please.
Thank you so much.
Nicole Massey. Your name and date of birth, please.
Nicole Massey, 32302.
Okay, you have a warrant. Hold on 1 second here. This warrant is from June of 2023.
Correct.
Okay, and for the charge of assault, a class, I got to change it. It's class. Let me double check the warrant, but they had it the wrong level. Well, they were listed for assault under 13-1203E1 and same for class 2 misdemeanor. if it's a class 2 misdemeanor, 13-1203A2. So if it's a class 13-1203A1, it's class 1 misdemeanor. I'll let them figure it out later, okay? If there's an inconsistency there. You're not to initiate contact with the alleged victim, and you got to show up for court, because you do there in the Youngtown City Court on March 6th at 9 o'clock in the morning, and bond will be $700 security appearance bond.
May I say
Sure.
something? So I did try to contact them, and before I was released that day here on OR, I had mentioned that I didn't have a ride. I live 4 hours away. I had told them I don't have a ride.
Well,
and
the problem is, I guess, the thing is, now you have a ride if you can't post the bond. You know, you got to somehow be there, because obviously at one point, allegedly, you were in Youngtown.
Yeah, I was in rehab at the time when
Okay.
all that
Well, I
took
can just
place.
say, you know, you'll have to resolve it with that court, because you're going to be due there next week. All right, step to your left, please. Elizabeth Bullis. Your name and date of birth, please.
Elizabeth Bliss, 1479.
You're on a probation violation warrant. Yes, you're on probation for possession of narcotic drugs. You allegedly violated terms 3 and 5. A lawyer is appointed for you. You'll have your probation revocation arraignment hearing March 4th at 8:30 at 201 West Jefferson. Likewise, if you get out, contact your probation officer in 72 hours. No weapons, no alcohol, no drugs without a valid prescription. And another judge said bond in the amount of $500 security appearance bond for you. Okay, step to your left, please. You're Anika Deshani. Evening. Your name and date of birth, please.
Veronica Destiny, 10391.
Okay. You've got a warrant out of Superior Court, and there was actually a probation, because apparently he failed to appear for the non-witness violation hearing on a possession of narcotic drugs. And so you already have a lawyer on that, and just resetting it for a non-witness violation hearing on March 4th at 8:30 at 201 West Jefferson. If you get out, contact your probation officer in 72 hours. No weapons, no consumption or possession of alcohol, and no drugs without a valid prescription. And another judge said bond for you in the amount of $300 security appearance bond. Step to your left, please. Kene Garcia. Kenny Garcia? Kenny Luis Garcia? All right, so your name and date of birth, please.
Kenny Garcia, July 2nd, 1989.
Okay, you're here on probation. I guess you're on probation for possession of drug paraphernalia. You're alleged to have violated terms 3 and 4. I'm appointing a lawyer for you. You also have your probation revocation arraignment hearing on March 4th at 8:30. If you get out, contact your probation officer in 72 hours. No possession or consumption of alcohol, no weapons, and no drugs without a valid prescription. Another judge set bond for you in the amount of $250 security appearance bond.
All right, if I may,
Sure.
when I had found out I had a warrant, I was told that I had to be in a detox or treatment program, in which I was, and that warrant would have been squashed.
Did you contact your probation officer?
I did, and he was aware that I was in detox.
Okay, one second. I was just curious. We see what we see here from him.
And it was supposed to.
Oh, one second.
Yes, sir.
Actually, you reported to the probation department after the warrant had been issued, then they arrested you. Then on October 25th, you failed to report, and they couldn't reach you, but your phone was out of service. And then on February 19th, you were contacted at your last known address. You said you were in detox for a while. That's why you weren't in contact with probation. They set an appointment for you. Okay, so this is after you're out of detox, and then they issue the warrant. Okay, so the bond is set by your judge will remain the same, $250. Step to your left, please.
And this was before February 1st.
I'm just telling you, right now, you have a lawyer who will have to will work for you, okay? Step to your left, please, sir.
All right.
Brian Singer. Can I have to modify this one? Nice. Your name and date of birth, please.
Brian Singer, 5/27/2000.
Okay, 1 second here. You're in probation at Navajo County?
No, in Mojave County.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, it's Mojave County, yeah, okay.
It's kinda
No, I
good.
just looking at it, just said Mojave, I meant in Mojave.
Yeah, my case is kind of confusing
Okay.
right now.
Okay, a couple of things. Let me just talk about that in a second. Did it take it?
Yes.
Okay, good. Now, let's go back to it. You're in Mojave County probation, and they would notify the arrest by email, okay?
And I have my people's
Oh, one
contact.
second.
Okay, come on.
And so, I can't guarantee you that after this court date, they won't put a hold on you for that.
Oh, no, I can't, they already dropped, they ordered me on that case, they just told me to come here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I came from, Mojave County Jail.
That I didn't have that information, okay. That makes sense, okay. Anyway, you have here for 2 counts of aggravated DUI based on suspension or revocation, class 4 felony. At this point, I don't find that I can appoint an attorney for you. You have to try to hire your own attorney. If it turns out you cannot afford one, you can always ask your assigned judge to see he or she will appoint it for you, but no promises.
Okay.
Okay, but right now, you're way over the limit, so you have to try to get your own, okay?
Okay.
All right, now, don't lose your paperwork, because both of your appearances will be at 8:30 in the morning at 175 West Master Street. You'll have a status conference on March 12th at 8:30, and a witness preliminary hearing on March 14th, okay? You're not possessing weapons, no alcohol. And I gotta, by the way, it didn't take what I wanted to do, by the way.
It did not.
No, what I want to do, totally. Okay, it didn't erase certain things. Let's try again. Okay. So the court date 3/12 and 3/14. You're not possessing weapons because you're on you have felony probation. Not to possess any drugs without a valid prescription. I don't want you to possess or consume any alcohol. But I'm going to release you to pretrial services.
Okay.
You'll read this carefully. Even though you're on probation, I'm putting you on pretrial services because I want to do alcohol testing. So make sure you contact them and make you do the alcohol testing.
With that, Your Honor, do I do it here in Phoenix or can I do that in Kingman?
Talk to pretrial services here.
Okay, all right.
Okay, let's put it that way. Because I can't tell you what happened in the other county. Ordinarily, if you're on probation, I don't release people to pretrial. We don't release people to pretrial services. So I'm doing that now, but it's sort of an extra. Because you live,
3 hours away
where do you live?
in Kingman, Arizona.
That's up there.
Yeah, Kingman, Arizona, Mojave County.
Yeah, I know. It's so when you get out, you can go back up there?
Yeah, I'm leaving tomorrow
I have
morning.
to change that because that doesn't make any sense, that pretrial services. Okay.
Okay.
Well, sir, if you violate anything, you're violating your probation. So let's put it that way.
Yeah, pretty much.
So I'm just going to release you to pretrial services because you have the supervision of probation.
Mhm.
Okay, and you live up there, not
Yeah.
here. So
Yeah.
all right, so. Did it take it?
Yeah.
Yeah, did it take it, Kayla?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, so you'll be out in a few hours, okay?
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right, Chris Compton. All right, sir, your name and date of birth, please.
Christopher Warren Compton, 5/17/91.
Okay. Sir, you're now on probation, correct?
I'm currently getting ready to be released.
Well, you're still on probation now?
Yeah.
Let's see here. You're on probation for 18 months from September 5, 2023. So that would be, pretty soon.
Yeah.
Unless there's some violation of probation. Anyway, which is always a possibility because of this charge, but that's for you, for probation to decide. You're here, an arrest warrant and make sure you show up. Possession of narcotic drugs, class 4 felony, and tampering with physical evidence, class 6 felony. I'm appointing a lawyer for you. You'll be at 175 West Madison. Your times will be 8:30 in the morning. Status conference on March 12th, and witness preliminary hearing on March 14th. You better show up, because no drugs without a valid prescription, because I am releasing you to pretrial services. Okay, with drug testing. So you may have heard me talk to other people. Read your packet, contact them, and make sure you're also doing your drug testing. If you're not in full compliance, it could be another warrant. Okay? All right, step to your left, please. Danielle Volpe. All right, your name and date of birth, please.
Danielle Volpe, 10/29/91.
Okay, looks like you got an open city court case, right? Correct?
I'm sorry, what?
You have an open city court case. In Phoenix? And you're going 80, supposedly exceeding 85 miles per hour?
Oh, yes,
Okay, that's what, Phoenix?
yes.
Yeah,
No, it was actually Buckeye.
Buckeye, make sure you make those court dates.
Okay.
Here, you've got a charge, Superior Court, possession of dangerous drugs, class 4, possession of drug paraphernalia, class 6. You'll be at 175 West Madison Street. Both court dates are at 8:30 in the morning. Status conference on March 12th, and a witness preliminary hearing at this time scheduled March 14th. And I'm releasing you to pretrial services. Same thing I'm saying to other people. Read your packet, contact them, and make sure you get your drug testing, or else a warrant will issue.
Yes,
You understand that?
Yes.
All right, so you'll be out in a few hours.
All right, thank you.
Tiffany Turquoise.
Present. Tiffany Turquoise, 9789.
All right, you are having an arrest warrant for aggravated DUI, having a passenger under 15 in your vehicle, a class 6 felony. I appointed a lawyer for you. Likewise, you'll be at court at 175 West Madison Street. Your court dates will be at 8:30 in the morning. Status conference will be March 12th. Witness preliminary hearing will be March 14th. No alcohol at all, and no drugs without a valid prescription. Likewise, I'm releasing you to pretrial services. You be in compliance with them, read what your packet says, and you also have to make sure you get your alcohol testing as required. All right, so you'll be getting out, but make sure you follow through on pretrial services. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Step to your left, please.
Thank you.
Stephen Smith. Your name and date of birth, please.
Stephen Smith, 8/10/82.
Looks like another open case out of Justice Court, right?
Yeah.
A DUI? Yeah. You've got a new case here, possession of dangerous drugs, and you've got numerous priors, but I'm going to appoint a lawyer for you, first of all, and I'm going to release you to pretrial services with drug testing, despite you better show up for court. All right. Your court dates will be at 175 West Madison at 8:30 for status conference March 12th. The witness preliminary hearing on March 14th at 8:30. All right. No drugs without a valid prescription. So same thing. Read your packet, contact pretrial services, and make sure you get your drug testing done. All right. Step to your left, please. Christopher Shatley. Okay, so your name and date of birth, please.
Christopher Shatley, August 4th, 1994.
I'll just double check one thing. Okay. You got an arrest warrant on the charge of possession of narcotic drugs, class 4 felony. Hold on. I do have to check one thing before I go any further on yours. Never mind. You have a charge of possession of narcotic drugs, class 4 felony, possession of drug paraphernalia, a class 6 felony. I'm appointing a lawyer for you. So your next court dates will be 175 West Madison Street at 8:30 in the morning, status conference on March 12th, and preliminary hearing on March 14th. Likewise, I'll release you to pretrial services. Read the packet, make sure you contact them, make sure you get your drug testing done, or else a warrant could issue. All right, step to your left, you'll be out a few hours. Carlos Dominguez Morales.
Carlos Dominguez Morales, 92699.
I'm trying to say my voice a little bit, have people listen to me and give me their name. All right, sir, you've got an arrest warrant on Superior Court for possession of narcotic drugs, class 4 felony, possession of drug paraphernalia, class 6 felony. I appointed a lawyer for you. Likewise, you'll be at 175 West Madison Street for status conference on March 12th and a witness preliminary hearing on March 14th, both at 8:30. No drugs without a valid prescription. Likewise, pretrial services, contact them, be in compliance with their requirements, and make sure you get your drug testing done to avoid a warrant.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, so before I knew about those charges.
Okay, let me also say one thing to you. You want to talk me out of releasing you now?
No.
Okay, so
No, I just wanted
sometimes it won't help you. I'm releasing you. Do you want to talk me out of it?
I just wanted to ask a question.
Yeah, I can't give you legal advice though, since I'm a judge. So I'm just saying, you'll have a lawyer who can ask questions of.
Okay.
Okay, let's put it that way. I'm doing this for your own good, you know what I mean? Okay, I'm saying this for your own good. Talk to your lawyer about things, questions.
All right, thank you.
Juan Tellez. Oh, okay, sir. There you go. Sir, give me your name and date of birth, please.
Juan Tez, 1891.
Okay, so you got a charge at the Youngtown City Court, and the address will be in your paperwork, and criminal trespass in the 3rd degree. I cannot appoint a lawyer for you due to the nature of the charge. You have to be there on March 13th at 9 o'clock in the morning, all right? And don't return to the scene of alleged crime.
At the municipal court?
Yeah.
All right.
Let me finish. It'll be on your paperwork. You're not to initiate contact with any alleged complainant or witnesses. No drugs without a valid prescription, but I'll release you on your own recognizance. You'll be out in a few hours, but make sure, don't lose your paperwork so you don't forget what court date you're supposed to be there. All right?
I won't. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. You got the interpreter now? Hello? Can the interpreter identify him or herself, please?
Okay.
Could you identify yourself, please, ma'am?
Yes, this is Kimberly, ID 6114.
Oh, okay, thank you. We have a couple of folks who need your assistance here in court. So let me call the first person. William Terry Sandoval. William Terry Sandoval. He has to be buttoned from another room, so bear with me, okay?
Okay.
Officer, we need Mr. Terry Sandoval. Terry Sandoval.
I'm sorry.
No, it's something to guard, not to you at this point, okay?
Who do you need, Your Honor?
This gentleman right here.
Okay.
Yeah. Now we'll be ready. Senor, your name and your date of birth, please.
Muchas gracias. Mi nombre es Kim. ¿Me puede dar su nombre y su fecha de cumpleaños?
William Terry Sandoval, 19 de septiembre del 92.
Willie Sandoval, 19 of September of 92.
Okay. Can you, sir, is Spanish your primary language?
Español es su lenguaje primario.
Yeah. Sí.
Yes.
Okay. Do you need a Spanish interpreter to make sure you understand everything goes on in your case?
Usted siempre necesita un intérprete para saber que todo está bien en su caso.
Sí.
Okay. To the interpreter, would you repeat it for him?
Usted siempre va a necesitar un intérprete para que pueda entender bien su caso.
Sí, sí.
Okay. Sir, if at any time you can't quite hear or understand the interpreter, please say something instead of looking over at the officer.
Okay, siempre que usted esté hablando con el intérprete puede mirar al oficial cuando te quiera decir algo.
Okay. Okay. Sir, have you been able to understand the interpreter?
¿Usted está entendiendo el intérprete, señor?
Que, si entiendo el intérprete. Si entiendo.
If I understand the interpreter,
Yeah, do you understand her?
¿usted le
Más o
entiende?
menos. Más o menos. Tiene que hablar un poquito más alto para poderlo escuchar.
¿Usted quiere que hable más alto?
Ya, sí.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to hear from the detention officer and say it out loud so the interpreter can hear you also.
May I just tell him to not look at me, to answer them? Because I only understood when you first told me.
Okay, so sir, listen to the interpreter, and that way, and do not say anything until the interpreter explains everything to you or interprets everything to you. That way I know you understand everything.
Okay, señor, no puede interrumpir el intérprete hasta que termina si usted tenga todo claro y lo entienda.
Okay. Sir, you were here because a grand jury indicted you.
Okay, usted está aquí. I'm sorry, can you repeat it one more time?
Sure. You are here in court, and you, excuse me, strike that. You were arrested because a grand jury indicted you for acts that are alleged to have occurred in December of 2024.
For an accident in 2024, December?
December of 2024, yes.
Usted está aquí por un incidente que ocurrió en diciembre del 2024. Por eso usted está en corte.
It is for 6 counts of organized retail theft, Class 4 felonies.
I'm sorry, I'm not understanding you clear. Can you repeat that one
Sure.
more time?
Sure. I have no problem if you ask me for clarification, by the way. You are charged with 6 counts of organized retail theft, all Class 4 felonies.
Six course he has?
6 counts. Counts, like 6 different charges of organized retail theft.
Usted tiene 6 cargos de organización.
I'm appointing a lawyer for you.
Le voy a buscar un abogado a usted.
Your next court date will be at 175 West Madison Street in Phoenix.
Su próxima corte va a ser en la 175 en West Fernifide en Philly.
West Madison.
West Madison.
Okay. You'll have a not guilty arraignment on March 5 at 8:30 in the morning.
Usted va a tener otro verificación de su arresto en marzo 5 a las 8 a.m.
You are not to return to the scene of the crime or initiate contact with any alleged victim or victims.
Usted va a verificar los casos con las víctimas y no víctimas.
You are not to possess any drugs without a valid prescription.
Usted va a verificar con la prescripción.
Another prescription, yes. All right. Another judge has set bond for you in the amount of $75,000 as a secured appearance bond.
Otro juez le da un cargo de $75,000 como aseguranza de
You
sus
can,
cargos.
okay, you can go to you can call a bonding company and to see if you can post that bond. It does not have to be all in cash.
Usted puede verificar con una compañía de un boni para ver si le pueden verificar eso. No tiene que estar todo en cash.
You'll be when you meet your lawyer, you can ask any questions you have of that lawyer.
Cuando usted misma verifique su...
Okay, Senor, step over there.
Usted puede verificar con su abogado también para ver cualquier pregunta.
Okay, Senor. And now we're going to see Daniel Laguna Jaramillo. Okay, Senor.
No vengo siempre.
All right, Senor, your name and your date of birth, please.
Señor, su nombre y su fecha de cumpleaños, por favor.
Daniel Jaramillo, 21 del 12 de 1991.
Javier, disculpe, Daniel.
Daniel Jaramillo Laguna,
Daniel.
21, sí.
Ok, 21.
12 de 1991.
It's Daniel Jaramillo Laguna, and my birthday is 21/12/91.
Okay. Sir, you charges in Maricopa County Superior Court for robbery and disorderly conduct.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that one more time?
Yes, you are charged with robbery and disorderly conduct.
For robbing.
Robbery.
Robbing, I'm sorry, like he
Like
made rob?
okay. No, like robbing something of property. Robbery.
ROBB?
ERY. Okay, I'll tell you what, I'm going to call this person in a moment. Thank you very much, ma'am, okay? Have a good night.
Were you able to assist with the Spanish legal matter? We were sort of in the middle of it, so we're just going to kind of pick up where we left off, just so you're aware, okay? Thank you. Just one moment.
Okay, can you identify yourself, please?
Yes, my name is Juan, Juan. I am the Spanish interpreter.
Okay, thank you. We had another interpreter, but we have to start again, all right? So, this is, Mr. Laguna Jaramillo. So let's start from here now. I just want to make sure. Sir, is Spanish your primary language?
Señor, ¿español es su lenguaje primario?
Sí.
Yes.
Okay. And tell him to speak up, so I want to make sure you can hear him.
¿Puede hablar un poco más fuerte para asegurarme de que yo lo pueda escuchar?
Okay.
Sí.
Okay. All right. And
Yes.
sir, do you need the assistance of a Spanish interpreter to help you understand all the proceedings against you?
Señor, ¿necesita ayuda de un intérprete de español que le ayude a entender todos los procedimientos en su contra?
Sí.
Okay.
Yes.
So I will appoint the office of a court interpreter, so you'll have a Spanish interpreter to assist you throughout your proceedings in the future, in this case.
Voy a designar a la oficina del intérprete para que tenga un intérprete para que lo pueda asistir durante sus procedimientos en el futuro y en este caso.
I'm appointing a lawyer to represent you.
Estoy nombrando o designando a un abogado para que lo represente.
You are charged with a Class 4 felony of robbery.
Bien, está siendo acusado de una clase 4 de delito grave por robo.
And 1 count of disorderly conduct, a Class 1 misdemeanor, a domestic violence offense.
Y un cargo de delito menor por conducta desordenada, un delito de violencia doméstica.
Your next court dates will be at 8:30 in the morning at 175 West Madison Street in Phoenix.
This is your interpreter speaking. Your Honor, you cut off after West Madison Street.
In Phoenix, Arizona.
Thank you. Y su próxima cita en la corte será a las 8:30 de la mañana en la 175 West Madison Street en Phoenix, Arizona.
You'll have a status conference on March 3rd and a witness preliminary hearing on March 6th, both at 8:30 in the morning.
Tiene una conferencia de estado el 3 de marzo y otra audiencia el 6 de marzo, ambas a las 8:30 de la mañana.
No, maybe not. Okay. All right. Un momento, por favor.
Un momento, por favor.
Okay. Okay. Okay, sir, you cannot return to the scene of the alleged crime.
Entonces no puede volver de donde sucedió el crimen.
You are not to initiate contact with the alleged victim or victims.
No debe de iniciar contacto con la presunta víctima o víctimas.
You must find an alternative residence.
Debe de encontrar una residencia alternativa.
You can return one time to the scene of the alleged crime with a police officer on a civil standby to pick up your personal effects.
Puede regresar una vez a la escena del presunto crimen con un agente de policía presente para poder recoger sus efectos personales.
I'm setting bond in a secured appearance bond in the sum of $2,500.
Estoy poniendo una fianza de comparecencia garantizada por la suma de $2,500.
That means you can go through a bonding company to try to post the bond. That means you would not have to put up the full $2,500.
Bien, eso significa que puede ir o pasar por una compañía de fianzas para intentar pagar una fianza, lo que en cuanto no tiene que pagar todos los $2,500.
If you are able to post the bond before you can be released, you'll be put under electronic monitoring. You'd be wearing an ankle bracelet, and with a curfew, you'd only be able to leave your home during the hours approved by Pretrial Services Agency.
Si puede pagar la fianza antes de que lo liberen, le estarán colocando un monitoreo electrónico, un brazalete en el tobillo para que no pueda salir de su casa y tiene una horas de servicio de agencia para poder ponerlas del previo juicio.
So I'm also going to tell you, given what's happening in this country now, the following.
Bien, y también le voy a decir de lo que está sucediendo en este país.
And I don't want you to say whether it applies or not. I only want to know if you understand it.
No quiero que me diga si se aplica o no, solo quiero saber si lo entiende.
If a person is not a citizen of the United States, pleading guilty or being found guilty or no contest could have an impact on their immigration status.
Si una persona no es ciudadana de los Estados Unidos, ser culpable o encontrado culpable o sin impugnar podría tener un impacto en su estatus migratorio.
Admitting guilt could result in deportation even if the charge is later dismissed.
Declarándose culpable puede incluir en un cargo que sería posteriormente desestimado.
A plea, admission, or being a finding of guilt could result in deportation or removal, could prevent a person from ever getting legal status in the United States or to become a U.S. citizen.
Ser hallado culpable puede resultar en una deportación o expulsión que puede impedir a una persona que obtenga estatus legal en los Estados Unidos o convertirse en ciudadano estadounidense.
Sir, I do not want to know whether it applies. Just tell me, did you understand what I just told you?
Así que no quiero saber si aplica, nada más quiero que me diga si lo entiende lo que le acabo de decir.
Sí. Okay. All right. In the future, if you have any questions, you'll be talking to your lawyer.
Y en el futuro, si tiene alguna pregunta, hablará con su abogado.
Okay. Sí. Please step. So to the interpreter, thank you very much. You've been a wonderful assistance, and you have a wonderful evening, all right?
You do as well. Thank you for your business. Bye-bye now.
Bye now.
Your Honor, I'm gonna walk them out.
Okay, just tell me why Blackwell was a house call? Oh, disruptive, thank you. Okay, I'll just announce the way you take care of those folks. All right, Mr. Blackwell has got a warrant out of University Lakes Justice Court on a criminal trespass in the 3rd degree. I cannot appoint a lawyer during the nature of the charge. He'll be due at the University Lakes Justice Court at March 11th at 1:30 in the afternoon. He can't return to the scene of the alleged crime. He can't initiate contact with the alleged victim, and I'll release him on his own recognizance. Okay, we are in recess.